I remember downloading WhatsApp just to add the entrepreneurs, the achievers in there as contacts. So I didn't want to add them on my Instagram or on other apps just because I thought, like, I have so many other people who are not worthy to be there. So I thought, like, why not download this app where most entrepreneurs use it anyway and just add all of them in there so that I know that, okay, this app is just for the big achievers, the friends that I want to have around me. That's why I'll give you all my knowledge throughout this past year of me trying to connect with like-minded guys and people who are a caliber above me. We're going to be talking about 4 things that are going to make you a person that people would want to kill to network with. Before we start, my name is Aris, also known as Screw Mediocrity, and I'm a leader of young men trying to peak their attractiveness and improve their mindset to set them up for success. So the first thing is that it doesn't really have to do about networking in particular, but it's very, very important for people to take you seriously, right? So I'll give you an example. Whenever I went out on an entrepreneur event, I remember I went there, but I didn't dress like I was in preschool. I dressed like I was a professional, that I was a CEO, a nice fitted t-shirt, nice jewelry on top, looking fresh, nice haircut, beard cut, everything. And that's when people took me seriously. And you know what the funny thing is? That day I remember I went there, it was super fucking awkward. I went there, I was like, okay, is this like the table with the entrepreneurs? And they were like, yeah, let me just introduce ourselves, stuff like that. Bro, they were all way older than me. There were like 40-year-olds there, 30-year-olds there, but they still took me seriously like I was one of them. And that's funny because I've never met them in my life. I don't know them. And they were just like very welcoming. They were like, yo, it looks like you're serious about this stuff. Right? And that's why they took me so much more seriously. And whenever I was talking to them, they were listening to me. And that's huge. You want that always. You want people to take you seriously. So the best thing you can do is dress to impress. You need to have a nice physique. So go to the gym, of course, build your physique, because people notice that. They notice your nice build and they're like, okay, this guy must be serious because he's dedicated, he's disciplined, because that's a huge indicator that, yo, he has discipline, he has consistency, he has everything that he needs to succeed in business. So why would they not take me seriously? The second thing would be on time. If you have a meeting, maybe it's a call, maybe it's a face-to-face meeting, always be on time. So a nice tip would be to go before, right? So be a little early. That might be kind of annoying. It's like, oh, I have to get up earlier or do some other stuff earlier. It's like, yeah, you might have to do that. But at the end of the day, when you get there and you have to wait for the other person to come because you're a bit earlier, that's 10 times better than being late. That makes a huge difference, especially for entrepreneurs and people who are of a higher caliber than the average person. And you want to impress them. And by impressing them, you have to go show up on time. It's like one of the first things that people are going to notice before working with you or taking you way more seriously than any other guy. Because if you're late to a normal friend group like meeting or some shit like that, they don't really care. Doesn't make a huge difference. But to the entrepreneur, to the person who has the money, to the person who is serious about improving their life, they're gonna take that way more seriously, believe me, bro. The third thing would be to listen to the person and ask questions about them. So this is a tip from How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've just embedded this tip so much into my mind that now it's just like automatic. So now whenever I hop on a call, I go to a meeting, I at least ask the person like 3 to 5 questions before I talk about myself. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, he's just talking about himself. He doesn't really care about me. I just have to listen to him. Like, he's talking about his problems a lot. Like, why would I want to meet with that guy again? That's what they're thinking, bro. Like, if you're going to be doing this for 3, 5, 10 times, the person won't be looking forward to meeting with you. But if you just start the conversation straight away, like, yo, how's your business? Yo, how's your wife? Yo, how's everything? And asking the person about personal questions and being interested, of course, like not faking it, but being interested about certain parts like, oh, how's your coaching business? Yo, I've heard this happen and this happened. Oh, okay. And just like asking questions, being interested in particular stuff, like, and showing that to the person, because that way they're gonna be like, yo, this guy is actually listening to me. This makes me feel so good. Like, because people feel amazing when you talk about them, about their problems. You talk about what they like. That way they're attached to you so much more. They will remember you. And believe me, like, you want all the benefits for people to love you and want to speak with you with passion and help you so much more. And the fourth thing would be to provide a fuck ton of value before you ask anything back. So your ask and give ratio should be very different, because you want to give way more than you ask. So for example, I have a coach, and in his community, he asked everyone to give them a 3-minute testimonial about the community. And in return, he would give like an hour of his time to coach every single one that gave the testimonial. And I was like, bro, that's huge, because the person who is going to give you that value that you're asking for, he's gonna be like, yo, why the fuck not? Like, he's giving you so much more back. You're not gonna feel bad for asking anything. You're not just like, yo, can you please do this for me? And not do anything back. It's like, bro, I will, if you do this for me, you give me whatever I want, I give you 3 times as much. And now if you want to ask anything next time from that person, they're gonna be so much more willing to give you that. Oh, can you be my mentor, for example? Find out what the person needs and then help him with that as much as possible. That way, whenever your turn is gonna come, you're gonna ask for something, it's not gonna be awkward, it's not gonna be weird, you're not gonna be needy. You're just gonna be like, yo, I've been helping you for the past 3-4 weeks, for example. Can I ask you a favor? Of course he's gonna be like, yeah, bro, whatever you want, because the more you give, the more you can receive back, bro. Don't just wait for people to give you stuff without you giving anything in return. You have to give even more back. If you like this video, subscribe right now. And if you want to maximize your looks in the next 30 days, click the first link in the description to join our movement. There's also a new course in there directly to help you start your attractiveness journey right now. Stop wasting time.